My name is NOZUKO NTSHANGASE. Bathina bangaziyo.
No.
Let's do it again.
With me, of course.
Bathi uNozuko uMantshangase intombi yale esayidi. And that's perception, baby. That's where I come from.
Today it's all about healing.
Amen.
Today it's all about healing. And I decided to bring Coach Khanyi NOZUKO. You know, you guys send me a lot of emails every day, WhatsApp, DMs, crying, telling me your stories, telling me things. Unfortunately, as much as I'm a good listener, but some of the things professionally, I don't know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
Hence, I called you guys here.
Yes.
Not that
And
you
gave us
know.
wine.
Can you please behave?
Where is there?
Yeah.
Who decides
So-
where
Where
your there
is
should
there?
be?
Yeah.
Who has and for a lot of people, our there, this is why they say we're dating. Our there.
I just love you guys.
I love you, my friend.
I just love you guys.
I'm so vulnerable.
I'll tell you a joke when you're done.
Listen, when I tell you that healers are just broken people who to unbreak with everyone else. I think for me, and we touch on the mother wound a lot when we're hosting people. It comes up, I think, in every single session. We work on it.
Coach Khanyi, some of us, when we narrate our stories, people think we haven't healed, but no, we healed. What can you say about that? In you too, I'm coming to you. Yeah.
Our work is storytelling.
Yeah.
And the clever man.
Candela, no.
You are the my friend is
My friend, you
We
take
just
it. I love that.
Yeah, healing. A lot comes to mind, and I think for me, what comes to mind is how much we complicate terms, right? I think about how when people think about healing, it is this arrival point that we want to get to.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when done with that energy of, I just want to heal, we miss out on life because we just see what's broken about ourselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another interesting episode of Munchies and Thoughts. Your host, Chef Patanani Mbata. Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting episode of Munchies and Thoughts. My name is Patanani, I am your chef. Darlings, it's season 17. As I promised you guys, a lot is coming. I've got my friends here. Hello, darling. You, my goodness. I listen, but I love your shirt. Can I have a photocopy of that shirt?
Thank you so much.
And of course,
Always.
Inheritance.
Always.
Guys.
We're good. How are you?
I am wonderful.
Oh my God, I'm so used to saying, I am good.
Right?
How are you, babe?
I'm wonderful, but we're good.
But we're good.
my
We're good.
darling.
Yes, we're good.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me
Yeah.
and the Munchies that are
Thank
watching
you.
us.
Hi, guys.
NOZUKO Nganama, I want to say thank you so much
Thank you.
because if it wasn't about you, I don't think this was going to be possible.
Yeah.
Coach Khanyi, I know you.
You do?
Coach baby.
You know what? Then, before we can go far, let me not
Okay.
take a shine away from you guys. Please introduce yourself to my Munchies.
Okay.
Who are you? Where you from? What's special about you? And you're more than welcome to leave
is
your number.
special about
because you'll
me?
never know what it is. The platform is yours.
Go for it,
I will go.
please.
Okay. Hi, my name is Khanyi Samnyaka ndingowasecala ndingumamqwathi Siduko. I go by Coach Khanyi on the internet and I work as a self-development coach.
Okay.
Oh, what's special about me? All of this, darling.
All of this,
All
my
of this,
darling.
Kanye, you did say that I know you are a coach and
Yes.
self-development. Please, because we'll be talking about a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
and you'll never know. Some of the munchies might need you or your services. If you're allowed to leave your number or your website, whatever that you're comfortable to.
Okay.
Yes.
My website is www.lifecoachkanye.com, and you can find me on all the platforms as Life Coach Kanye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My lover.
Yes! Oh, I'm so excited to be here. Hello, everyone. Buddy, my name is NOZUKO NTSHANGASE. Bathina bangaziyo. Basito biyale. Sayidi.
Hi, guys. Let's do it again. No.
Let's do it again.
With me, of course.
Bathi uNozuko uMantshangase intombi yale esayidi. And that's S17, baby. That's where I come from. I am a child of God. I'm a creative at heart. I do acting. I'm also a director. I'm also an artist wellness coach. And yeah, that's
What's
what
special
I
about
do.
you?
What's special about me? Is my sensitivity. Yeah, I'm a very
I feel so vain
sensitive-
now.
I'm sorry, Brent. and I know there's a lot you can say.
I
also.
know, but you know.
Yeah, I think for now, because obviously that's what's been in my head,
Yeah,
just
I know.
like the level of sensitivity that I have to navigate every day, and I constantly have to tell myself that is what's special about me instead of making it.
I did a video about that.
Yeah.
And it's my most viral TikTok video.
Yeah.
Where I was specifically talking to people who feel so misunderstood in their emotions
Yeah.
that like you're so sensitive and people will say it's not that deep.
Yeah,
Right? It's like you're
yeah.
experiencing an emotion and someone's like, "Hey, why are you taking yourself so seriously?" It's not that deep. And the video is basically what you just said, that there's something so special and so
Special
beautiful
about-
to be able to
yeah.
feel life at such a depth.
It's such that. Yeah, so I think that's what's
Yeah.
special about me.
Yeah.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
But because there with Bango, Bani, Babuyab, and what's special about you, I'm excited already. And I want to say to you guys, thank you so much for honoring the invitation to come and sit
Thank
with
you.
me. I don't take you guys for granted. And you're not doing this for me, but for the munchies.
For the
munchies.
Wait, why do I like that so much? The munchies. Oh, it's like I want to be at home and be like, yellow munchies.
You know, we are starting now. Today it's all about healing.
Amen.
Today it's all about healing. And I decided to bring Coach Kanye NOZUKO. You know, you guys send me a lot of emails every day, WhatsApp, DMs, crying, telling me your stories, telling me things. Unfortunately, as much as I'm a good listener, but some of the things professionally, I don't know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
Hence, I called you guys here.
Yes.
Not that
And
you
gave us
know.
wine.
Can you please behave?
Okay, sorry.
Not that you know everything, but
course,
what is
thank you.
given to
Yeah.
you are willing to come and
Yeah.
share with the munchies.
Absolutely.
You know what's beautiful about this show? This show it brings different people from different angles, and we've got healers, young healers, seasoned healers, and whatsoever. But what I've learned, some of them they still need healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when they said the healer needs to be healed.
Yeah.
A healer needs a healing. That's
Yeah.
what you guys are brought here.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing this, I'm doing it for them. And myself, of course.
Yeah.
So, healing.
Healing.
Oof.
Just healing.
You're talking now.
Let's talk.
I start the show.
That's
Let's
how you
talk
start.
healing.
Healing. What does it mean?
When you hear the word healing.
Yeah. Oh, it actually, for me, makes my body hot, makes my heart pound, because I think it's something that that has saved my life. Immediately when I heard that I have a chance or a choice, excuse me, to step into healing, then I felt like there are possibilities in life, especially Because when I started awakening, even before I considered being a coach, it was the awakening that started taking place.
Yeah.
But the awakening then came with the healing.
Yeah.
And the doorway towards my freedom, it was through the healing. So that's what I think about. I think I think spirituality first, because for me that was the way that I went into my healing, and finding myself as an African woman. What does spirituality mean for me? Because spirituality is how I was able to set the foundation for my healing.
Beautiful.
And that's just me. So for me, when I think of healing, it starts with spirituality, but that's just a start for me. That's where my healing started. It started with finding my own and defining my spirituality as an African woman.
Yeah, healing. A lot comes to mind, and I think for me what comes to mind is how much we complicate terms, right? I think about how when people think about healing, it is this arrival point that we want to get to. And when done with that energy of, I just want to heal, I just want to heal, we miss out on life because we just see what's broken about ourselves. For me, I think healing is continuous. It's on a continuum, right? Like I'm healing from things that happened last year because life was happening last year. I'm healing from things that happened 2 years ago, that happened when I was a kid. But within that space, part of how I like to experience healing is through joy. Joy is, you know how you say spirituality is the healing for you. For me, it is, how do I recognize what's broken about me and still be in the practice of joy? Because if I'm only focusing on what's broken about me, then I am limited in life. I'm always trying to reach something that I can never reach because it's not linear. Because it's not like I've healed. I'm always going to be healing. And if I'm so entrenched in, can you heal? Then I want to, can you live? Right?
Exactly.
And in the living, there's healing, there's joy, there's life happening all at the same time.
But you know how also I really see healing? Like I see it as stepping up and taking responsibility of your whole entire being and saying, this is what I need to do to make sure that I'm constantly nurturing myself and growing myself and evolving as a human being. That's really what I think healing is. It's just like surrendering to the fact that as a human being, you have a responsibility to live. And to experience and have experiences of joy, of happiness, of sadness. So how do I make sure that my nervous system can take on living,
all the things,
living.
And that's what healing is, right?
Yes.
Like teaching your nervous system a new way of existing that's outside of your pain and survival and your trauma.
Wow. That was beautiful, and I believe that my munchies at home are learning, because remember, this platform is all about learning and enlightenment, and this platform that's why it's called Munchies and Thoughts, because your thoughts matters. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. When we are here, you are protected by me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow, that was beautiful. I just want to ask you something, Nozuko. I know you spoke about spirituality, and I know you're big on that.
Okay.
So when you are saying healing, it started there.
Yes, for me.
I'm just gonna offer him a bit.
Yes.
Nozuko, you are out there. You did say what you do. As you're young, you're beautiful, and remember, right now spirituality was not the thing for us.
Of course.
It's only now abantu sebevuka. You understand? And not everybody is accepting us, where we're coming from. So I just want to understand, because I do believe before you understand Nozuko, you went through a lot.
Of course, I did.
How did you deal with all these things? We're still on healing. And the pain you went through in order for you to understand what this is me, this is me, this is me. No matter what Coach Kani would come and say this, yes, I will listen, but I still understand what this is Shepherd's Bata, and I will never forget myself. And you are all there. You are all over there. You are on television. As I did say, you're young, but yeah.
You know what's coming to my mind is that who you are, I mean, you've always been who you are. And I say, and what I mean is, when you are young, there are certain things that happen to you that maybe because you are still young, you don't pay attention to them, or maybe because our family systems were broken long time ago, and you know they were corrupted and colonized, and what's the word? Colonization. Yes. So now we find ourselves that we are growing in environments where we can't be nurtured to be who we are as gifted African kids. But the truth is, from when we are growing up, there are certain challenges and certain things that happen in the family structure as ukula that show you who you are. And then there comes that time where you become an adult and God or the guides or the universe is going to challenge you to a point where you have no other choice than to really go deep within the spirit that is inside of you, so that now you can start unpacking and healing and you know and seeing who the spirit really is and how the spirit wants to operate in the world. It's not a journey of logic, but it's a journey that needs to be followed. It's a journey of instinct. It's a journey of feeling. It's a journey of becoming more than anything. It's a journey of becoming that sometimes even you are not fully aware of what's happening, but only when it's time and when the awakening is now intentional and maybe you are matured enough to really understand that, oh, so spiritually, this started when maybe I was 6 years old and these were the dreams that I was having. Or when I was 16 years old and this is the interaction I had with a certain woman that I met at the taxi rank and she said this about my life. And then when you are, for me, my story was that actually I was in a very toxic relationship that kicked the awakening out of me. Like my grandfather literally came and said, okay, it's enough now. We're going to take you to a different space where you're going to find your healing. But even that time, I didn't know who my grandfather was. I didn't know why they were coming into me in that kind of way, the way that that I was able to see them. And I wasn't even aware that I had the gift of communicating with them like that. So it was really out of like a planned strategy or me knowing what was happening, but everything that has happened, I've just been learning from it and allowing it to be an understanding. This is my journey of becoming spiritually. I do believe that with where we are in terms of our African spirituality, I think our guides, this is a spiritual podcast, so I can be free.
Yes, whatever.
I can be free.
Yes.
I do feel like we're at a time where our guides are intentionally fighting for our liberation, for the liberation of mind. So they are intentionally showing themselves and sending us teachers and sending us platforms for us to heal who we are as African spiritual people, to understand our roots and how we need to communicate. So that journey for me, I wouldn't say it was something I knew about. Ekaya, we've always been Christians, but then it just revealed itself to me and I just surrendered.
Thank you. You know, before in Coach Kind,
So smart.
I love what you're saying because yesterday I was talking to a munchie that is in Italy.
Okay, munchie in Italy.
Yes, I've got munchies all over.
All over the world.
Period.
You know, she sent me a message. She's always on my lives because I do lives on Tuesday. So when your episode is out, I will let you know, guys.
Okay.
Thank
you.
you,
Need to
thank
be
you.
there.
We'll be
7
there.
o'clock.
Okay.
Just for the munchies to ask you questions and for me because I'm doing the episode now.
Okay.
Then I will be sitting analyzing the episode with this was saying this and this and this.
Yeah.
So this munchie said to me yesterday, Nozuko, just on your story. She said to me, can I have your number? I've got 2 phones. It's just the other one it went for fixing. I told you. So this one is a public phone.
Yeah.
So I gave her I don't ever put my numbers because I'm not running away from anybody. Then she said, can I have your numbers? I gave her my numbers. She called me, but I was busy with my notes for today. But I saw the missed call, then I called her back. She was just appreciating, your show. I'm even watching the old episode because every now and then
That's so beautiful.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. But anyway, you had NOZUKO. What is it that you can add before I can ask you a question?
Oh my God, I think when NOZUKO talks about spirituality, I'm always I always go, you're so smart. And the approach to spirituality, I think within the African context has been so colonized. And I think it's so beautiful that we get to sit in a table and have conversations about how we also have access to spirit and to spirituality and to the universe and to guides. And so that's what I have to add, that there's so much healing in recognizing who we are as people. Like I was having this conversation today. Did you know the last name Umtimkulu? Did you know we are so colonized that someone was like, I can't say that, you're not Rodbo. And can you imagine the disconnect spiritually that does to your lineage? Just because the root and the impact of colonization is so deep within who we are that I can just remove your identity, and now you're struggling and you're paddling and you're trying to find who am I, but it's like someone removed that from you. So
that's so powerful, Kai. And when I was a child, I used to ask myself, why Rodbo? Mama, I really love that woman. I respect her so much. Rodbo.
Love her down.
How did we get here? Rodbo. I'm like,
Roy.
Yeah.
But now, the nice thing, our people now are going back. But okay, let me ask you, Coach, I went through your website. Yes. So there are things that I took there that I want you to assist me to unpack it, and not only me and the munchies.
Okay.
We all need a safe space, a shoulder to lean on, a heart to remind us that we are not alone. I think when you are answering this statement, it's going back again what NOZUKO was talking about, the spirituality and what. If you of course, you heard her.
I did hear her.
Yes. What can you say with this statement? What was happening in your mind when you wrote this?
I lived a lot of, oh my God, there's a level of vulnerability in the energy. So
It's a safe space.
I know, it's a safe space. I'm like, wait, am I about to? So I grew up in the church, and I grew up as a queer kid in an evangelical, born again church. And most of my teenage life was very alone, right? And I was experiencing life on my own, right? And I think that our understanding of life and our experience of life can do one of two things. We can victimize ourselves and stay there, or we can take that experience of life and we can use it to help other people. Because when I came out, I lived in South Korea, and that's the year that I came out, I remember being like, oh my God, I'm not the only one with this story.
Yeah.
Most of my friends who were actually South Africans and had gone to teach English in South Korea as well, we were queer people who grew up in the church, and we had that trauma of being alone. And so I was like, when we create spaces like this, and it's one of the things that a lot of people, though I'm sure we'll talk about on your life, but when people leave the space we created on your life, is I realized that I am not alone. I'm not alone in my story, and that means I'm not alone in life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
No. Nothing I would like to add there. I heard that.
Wow. When I wrote this book, you can see the title say On My Own.
On my own, yeah.
Oh.
Whew. Tissue.
I was getting
And this is one of my favorite books.
I did say that.
This is one of my
I know,
favorite
you're
books.
like, we are gonna need the tissue.
I'm
gonna put mine right here.
need it already. It's okay.
Yeah. Tell us.
You know, I'm so excited because you're a coach and self-development. I had a conversation with an author last month, beautiful one, but I don't think but we're still gonna do a lot. Don't worry. You know, when I wrote this book, it was not easy, but I wanted to heal.
Yeah.
I really wanted to heal because this thing was bothering me every now and then. And there is something I'm going to read for you. I read a lot for you guys too. Yes.
Yeah.
So, listening to you now, I was alone all these years with this big heart, big personality. Someone that when I enter the house, everybody will feel me. They will feel me, but do I feel myself? No. It's something that a lot of people are facing right now.
That's a real thing. Yeah. That's
Do you feel yourself?
Do I feel myself?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The munchies.
Munchies?
We will have all these characteristics. We will
Yeah.
have all these things.
Yeah.
But they will feel us because remember they share us no matter what. But how about you? With all these things that are given to you.
How about you?
Anyway, yes, let's proceed.
yourself. Yeah.
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 Nozuko,
Yeah.
right now, I don't know whether you are already where you pictured yourself to be, or you are still trying to climb that ladder to be where you want to be, which I don't think we get to the point where we saying I am there. I don't know. Coach is here, can help us, and you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you asking me? Oh, sorry, my love.
Sorry.
Would you like to say something?
I was gonna ask, which is like
Yeah.
trade of the job.
Okay.
Where is there?
Yeah.
Who decides
So-
where
Where
your there
is
should
there?
be?
Yeah.
Who has and for a lot of people, our there. This is why they say we're dating. Our there.
I just love you guys.
I'm serious. I love you, my friend.
I just love you guys.
I'm so vulnerable.
I'll tell you a joke when it's done.
Yes, please say it.
Our there is so predefined by others. And a lot of people, for me, who come for coaching are like, I'm not there. And I go, where's there? I'm
Yeah.
40, I have no kids, I'm not married, I don't have a house, I don't have a car. But do you even want those things?
Yeah.
Is that a there you want to get to?
I hear you.
Wow.
And
I hear you.
come on, church.
Come on.
Nice to be here.
I understand, my friend. I understand.
Okay, yeah.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
Ne? But I think in answering the question,
Yes.
there's sort of like the day that I think he's asking about.
Yes.
And I think maybe you asking when I started healing,
Yes.
am I at a place where now I feel like I've done enough work for me to feel confident?
Yes. Yes.
Because
Beautiful.
I do feel like that's really where I am. I've done, and I'm not saying that I've healed. There's no such thing. I am becoming, because healing is the journey of becoming. But in that, I'm at a point where I have the awareness to know when my nervous system is saying, dee, 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 dee. Run away.
little glitch.
Or a little glitch, or you haven't been taking care of yourself, or we're not happy about this environment. Now I have that awareness. Now I am at a point where I'm intentionally creating. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that every decision I make is right. You know what I mean? But I'm at a point where I do take a step back and think about the choices and the decisions that I'm making, and think about how am I intentionally having thoughts that are going to manifest the life that I want, or how do I make sure that I regulate my emotions so that I'm not constantly anxious or creating chaos around me. So in a way, I am at a better space, but not necessarily there as in like, I get manje, sing Hollywood, but I'm at a better space.
My favorite line that healed people say is like, I have experienced an ego death.
I feel you. I don't even know what that is. Yeah.
You know why
Yeah.
I was asking that question? There are sangomas, young sangomas. I deal with
Yes,
sangomas,
yes.
young guys, but
Mm.
everything.
I know.
There are young sangomas
Yeah.
who found themselves epehlweni because maybe ulapha ingulo. Ingulo kamoya.
Aha.
And right now, hence I said this episode is not for us, it's for them as well and me.
So you heard when I said, when I started, I said, I'm at a point where I understand that my sensitivity is special. And we know that ingulo comes with that level of sensitivity. We understand. So I'm at a point where the gift now is no longer attacking me, but I'm learning how to use the gift for my benefit and for the benefit of my community.
Wow,
And that's why we do this work.
I love that, Nozuko, and I'm sure my manches are listening and my manches are learning because, hence I said, with the young sangomas, some of them they will go baula pingu, or gobela.
Okay.
Then they will come out still lacking that. Yo, maybe this and this. Or maybe angahili kahle, or maybe lengulo and what. So you talk like this, you're giving them
Kodwa-ke, Chef Pathanani, it's so important to understand ukuthi ama-gift ethu akafani and they come wrapped, you know, in different wraps, and sometimes uye phehlweni kanti i-gift yakho is actually different from umuntu ekumele aye phehlweni. And I think maybe that's some of the challenges that we face. Or sometimes uyaye phehlweni uyofundiswa izinto zophehlo, and after that you need to heal, have an emotional healing of some sort, or maybe your body needs to release pain that you've been through. Let's say maybe you've experienced abuse and now you've went ophehlweni waphiliswa ngendlela yasophehlweni kodwa ipain isa stuck in your energy field, and you need to release that. So, you know, in my healing journey, I always say that I've experimented with different healing modalities. You have to understand that uphehlo is just one healing modality. There are still other ways. Hambu uye phehlweni ubuye with therapy, ubuye uthole coach. That's what I'm gonna say. Honestly, you know?
Yeah. And it's, when you were saying that, and you obviously ended with Hambia Peshweni, and then we with therapy, we with coach. And I think it's even the same where people are like, if you haven't gone to therapy, you haven't healed, but I've worked with a trauma-informed life coach.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
And so just because therapy has worked for you, it doesn't mean it's going to work for me, because we need different things at different times.
Of course.
And we are different people. Like what applies to me is not going to apply to you. It's not going to apply to you. And this is why it's so important to know who you are, or else you're going to be stuck in this loop of, well, if isebenzile for unozuko nami izandisebenzela, but awungonozuko. The way that unozuko experience life is not how you experience life. Her trauma is not her trauma. Even if you have shared trauma. Masiti, for example, unozuko's mom died. My mom died. That's the only thing we have in common. That story of a dead parent. What we don't share is the impact of that dead parent. Because unozuko might still have a very present dad. Unozuko might still have family that still takes care of her, right? Whereas for me, life has truly left me alone. And also the relationship we've had with these two dead parents. Maybe I wasn't even that close to my mom. Maybe deep down, I'm kind of actually relieved that she's dead, because we've had a tumultuous relationship. Yes, it hurts, but there's a part of me that's like, oof, okay, now I get to heal without the story of having been separated emotionally and feeling those abandonment wounds from my mom. Now I can properly grieve a mother who's dead than grieving a mother who's alive but is not present. Whereas unozuko is grieving a mom that was present for her. So to assume just because we both have dead parents, we must be experiencing the same pain. It's not true.
Yeah.
Wow, I love this, because which means we align. That's umoya or hlanzekile, we align, because one of the things I want us to talk about is the mother wound.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
My munchies, I hope you're still enjoying me and Coach Kanye, of course, as well as NOZUKO. Love is munchies. You know, I love you so much. And yes, Coach, please, I stop people, but for right reasons.
Yes.
You know, I was really touched about this line. True healing begins when you decide to own your life, when you choose to step into a space that uplifts, inspire, and transform you.
Did I write that?
I think this will teach a lot of people that are watching us.
Yeah.
Because I believe that a lot of people, they are struggling when it comes to such.
Yeah.
But it's for all, it's for both of you, not only. It's just that this one, I got it from you.
Yeah.
Can I go first?
Yes, you go first.
Oh my God, the munchies are like vulnerability. Love it.
Oh, the
Vulnerability.
Come on, guys. No, we chase and drink. We chase and drink, or else I'm gonna have a bad sex for 7 years.
Oh my God, eye contact.
I can't.
Eye contact. When I did not end that relationship because I wanted it to end, but an 8-year relationship ended, and it was traumatic and it was awful. And I remember the first 3 years post the breakup, about 3 years, my story was, this person hurt me. This person hurt me, they cheated, I lost everything, woe is me. I was very like in this, which was justified because they did hurt me and they did do all of those things. But for me, true healing really happened when I said, well, Kanye, what did you do? What did you allow in that relationship?
What did you do?
What did you do?
Wow, Kanye, that's beautiful. Yes,
yeah, what did you allow? How did you participate in your own harm, right? What were the behaviors that you were engaging in? People pleasing, self-abandoning, choosing someone else and a relationship over me, right? Everything that I did to keep someone else, I was losing myself. So that line of true healing happens when we own everything, not just the things that we're victims of, but also when we own the part that we played. It is so empowering because when I stepped into that healing journey there are things about me that allowed that to happen. The focus was no longer on the person that hurt me, right? The focus was on Kanye, heal these so that in future relationships, you are not that person that allows that shit to happen.
Yeah. And it's so important to understand that, because the truth is you attract what is inside of yourself. What's inside reflects what's outside.
100%.
So when we were just laughing at the fact that there's someone that said when I asked them to take responsibility, they were like, I don't want to
villainize myself.
Of course there's a line within everything, because too much of everything is toxic. But it's so important to be able to be a person that understands that the power is in you, and therefore the chaos that you create can also equal to the creativity.
It's in you too.
It's in you too.
Yeah.
So it's you that needs to be intentional in, am I taking out chaos, or am I taking out beautiful things and beautiful experiences and creativity? Yeah. And that comes with actually doing the work. Who am I inside of myself that will reflect outside and give me the reality that I actually want?
You know how people are like, oh, my ex is a narcissist. Yeah. My ex is a narcissist. My ex is a narcissist.
Yeah.
I don't care. I curse a lot. I don't care about your narcissist ex. I care about what about you attracted a narcissist?
Yes, yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? No. Because narcissists are drawn to something that you provide, something that you service them with. What about you attracted that? So, yeah.
Yeah, because when you deal with that.
That's beautiful. You know, there is one thing you just mentioned now, Coach Kanye. What did you do? I'm just asking myself now.
And I mean, and I do want to say, because I know how sensitive South Africa is when it comes to victim blaming, that obviously there's a line between victim blaming and you being a person that's taking responsibility for your life.
Okay, that's beautiful.
There's definitely a line.
There's a line.
There's a line.
There's a
And
line.
that's just what I wanted to say.
And just because you and that question of what did I do, it's not to say what happened was my fault, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
yes.
it wasn't. The what did I do is who was I in that relationship that permitted the things that happened in that relationship to happen.
No, I get that, and that's beautiful. That's why I said I love when you said, what did you do?
Yeah.
Because I'm asking myself that question. I did say,
Yeah.
and I know the managers are asking themselves. Because remember, when we are sitting here doing these shows, okay, shows are not the same.
Yeah.
What we bring on the table is not the same.
Yeah.
So right now, there's someone who is watching. They are doing introspection now. Because that statement is very powerful.
Of course.
It's like where we work, at your workspace and what. Sometimes you will be in some argument or it's either beautiful or bad.
Yeah.
But you ask yourself that question.
What did I do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Why we get here? How did we get here?
Yeah.
And that's where the power is. And I understand it's such a sensitive question.
Yeah,
But
we need to touch it.
but
Yeah,
it's
but we need
also
to,
where the
yes.
power is. It's where the freedom is. Because what did I do is if I am someone who does, then I'm also someone who undoes. So if I can go from what did I do, then I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm learning from the person I was so that I'm creating someone who can learn from the shit that they did without staying in blaming other people and staying. And the truth is you are both, right? When I say what did I do in a situation, I'm still a victim of the situation. I'm also a survivor of that situation, but I refuse to get stuck in survival and victimhood mode. I want to transcend that shit so that I can be someone who goes beyond just being a victim and a survivor.
Yeah.
And the only way I can transcend is when I own my part.
NOZUKO?
Yeah, but no, 100% agree. I think I'll just add one line, of which I think it's something I've been saying. Yes, because we take accountability because you understand that all the power of your existence is within you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just that. That's real.
I need to take. Because izinto engizikhulumayo izinto ezakhayo. But I always say to the munchies and everyone that is watching Munchies and Thoughts, take what works for you.
Yes.
Run with it.
Yes.
If it doesn't work for you,
Leave
it. Leave it.
Like leave it, because we don't want a situation where we said we were misleading people. We don't mislead people here. We are working and we are helping.
This is also the ends up.
So because there are those ones who just I don't know who's supposed to be but I love it when you said, what did you do? They need to ask themselves.
I like it.
Wow, that was beautiful. Let's talk about, what I want us to talk about, the motherhood. And that subject really touches me as a chef, but it's not about me. You are a coach. You are a coach as well.
Yes.
And when you hear this, what comes in your mind?
Think about Teta, man, babes.
About Teta, man.
Yes.
It's so difficult to speak about the under wound because also it's so personal for me.
I know.
Because I think the mother wound was one of the first things that I needed to heal. Now I'm not sure. I think maybe I should. Maybe I should talk about it, or maybe I should tell the story of how I got to understand my mother wound. Because as I did say that I, besides church, because church church was the gateway for me to understanding my spirituality. And then after that, I was so blessed that the universe just started opening up and showing me all these different kinds of healing. And at that moment of I was healing a toxic relationship. And the first thing that happened when I spoke to God about my healing was that God then led me to go inside of myself. And one of the things that was communicated is that your heart is not being broken by this person that you think broke your heart, but your heart was broken by your mother and your father. Because unfortunately, you were born by someone who was 17 years old, who was impregnated by someone who was in their mid-20s, and that person decided to abandon both of you immediately when they found out that your mother is pregnant. So that's how the wound started within me. But I was, when I started my healing journey, I was possibly 26, 27. At that moment, I hadn't had the awareness of a mother wound, of the fact that actually part of my anxiety and part of my pain and why I had been attacking myself, self-harming from when I was 16 years old, it came from the fact that I'd never experienced warmth and true love as a young kid. And it was really fueled by my mother wound. It started with my mother wound. Besides looking at the fact that my father left, but the biggest thing was the fact that my mother was there, but she was not emotionally available. And that was painful. Yeah. So that's really where it started. And that's how I started understanding the mother wound and how it works. And that's how I started being intentional in healing it. Understanding the first heartbreak was with my mother.
Listen, when I tell you that healers are just broken people who to unbreak with everyone else. I think for me, and we touch on the mother wound a lot when we're hosting people. It comes up, I think, in every single session. We work on it. My mom had me at 19.
Yeah.
And she left me when I was 3 months old with her parents. So I was raised by my grandparents. And she went and followed her men to Johannesburg. I was a and for the longest time in my life, when I would work around my own abandonment wound, I had thought it was from I watched my grandfather die when I was 9 years old. And I think I had always thought that my first abandonment story was that 9-year-old girl literally watching her best friend, my grandfather, take his last breath. And through this work, I realized that my first abandonment wound was when my mother left me at 3 months old with her parents, right? Because our understanding of trauma starts at 0. Our little bodies are absorbing what's going on. And then when I went to live with my mom, she had a husband who was obviously with my stepfather and my brothers. And in that home, I was very emotionally abused by my stepfather, to a point where I had to go and live with friends while my mother was in the same town. Hence then deepening that abandonment wound by my mother, because I had always felt like she did not choose me. She didn't choose me when I was a baby. She didn't choose me when I lived at home with her. And that created someone that had this big desire to be chosen, right? And so when my mom died, I was 17 years old when my mom died. And then I was in the church, it's God's will and all of that. But what I had not really been able to experience and be in the expression of is the rage that comes with grief. Because I'd always felt like, when someone's dead, you just want to say all the good shit. And I remember one day I looked at my grandmother and I was like, if my mom was alive, we wouldn't be close. I'm very angry at her. She never chose me. She had so many opportunities where she had to choose me, and I was never the choice that she made. And that was the beginning of my own journey, healing that mother wound. And for me, and what worked, I'm gonna cry. What worked was really like humanizing her. I was born from a 19-year-old child, right? Like a 19-year-old is a child. And when I saw her as this poor 19-year-old child who had to run away to survive and remove the title of "This is my mother," but I could see her in her humanity and understand that my mom and the story that she had outside of me was that she was someone who couldn't be my mother.
Yeah.
She didn't have the capacity, the ability, the know-how to be my mom. And so the work that I do constantly is to reparent myself because I didn't have a parent to model the type of parent relationship I thought I needed and deserved.
Yeah, and I think, Patanani, you also touch on this on your book.
It's not about me today.
I know, but I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
saying
proceed,
that
yes.
I think also the art of reparenting,
Yeah.
even on my side, it's what really has given me freedom. When you actually make your parent a human being and understand that besides being your mom, they are also going through their own things. I always look at it as when my mom was 25 years old, I was looking at her as my mom, but the truth is, if I think of myself as a 23, 24, 25-year-old,
You're a
I
child.
was a child.
Yeah.
I knew nothing. And I'm asking myself, how was she surviving alone in an RDP house, raising me and my sister at 24 years old, working in a clothing factory, and still having to be the only parent that exists for us? So it's the art of reparenting for real, Kanye, and humanizing the person and not just making them your hero and your everything. That helps us go, get, I don't want to say use the word get over, so I don't know what I can use.
My munchies and thoughts family, you know how much I love you guys? And you all know me that I cry. I drink champagne, I drink wine, I talk too much, I do everything because this is my safe space.
Yeah.
Like when I'm here, even my work, it doesn't take the trophy. This takes the trophy.
Amen.
But that work gives me salary every month.
Yeah, so you gotta do it.
Like I know, but I'm currently,
I'm laughing. I'm laughing.
But anyway, my munchies. Please, just listen. Just listen. My ex-boss used to say, "Take a pause." I'm always working, and I'm, take a pause. And the moment I take a pause, I'll just laugh and of course breathe.
Yeah.
So I want to say this to the mothers because I know your mother is 19 and then 16, 17, mine 14.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness, I remember. Yeah.
So what I want to say to you guys, just listen to the story and learn where you learn and cry if you want to cry. Yeah. Thank you. NOZUKO, this is for you and for you, of course. Please, I would say, coach, and that's me. That's how I do things. Yeah. I'm going to read a statement.
Okay.
Toxic and narcissist families always attack the one who shines the brightest. What do you say?
Yo.
What do I do?
Yo.
Let me drink.
Can you read it one more time?
Yo. Ish.
Toxic and narcissist families always attack the one who shines brightest.
Yo, so I don't really have experience on this. I don't know if maybe you do have, Kanye, but I do have something to say.
No, just say whatever.
The ones who shines the most, and I will talk about the shining, right?
Because when I'm
I will talk about the shining. The shining is not usually just the people that win the most, or so. What happens? And this is just me. I feel like the most important thing about our existence is how we relate to each other, and obviously the universe, maybe nature, trees, and everything. But how we relate to each other as human beings, especially starting from the family structure. So when I look at my identity, I think the biggest thing that I value about my identity is who I am in my family structure. I think when my guides tell me ukuthi wena noZuko as a firstborn, xa kulalwa apha ekhaya, we are expecting you to go around the yard. And yes, you are a woman, but we're expecting you to go around the yard and pray around the yard. So those are the things that I value. So unfortunately, in other family structures, when you are that person that holds the gift of leadership, the gift of influence, the gift of maybe sometimes even spirituality, or the gift of prophet, but even within just the family structure, not even for other people. Because there are certain gifts that are just for the betterment of the family.
Yes.
Yes. So sometimes I've seen that's why there are people who are called the black sheeps of the family, because those are the people that are willing to break the generational curses. Those are the people that come into the world and be like, oh, so everybody in this family, they've been wearing pink.
That's complex.
And actually,
I'm rocking black.
ugogo ke umantshangase uthi kumele ngabe ke thina sagqoka ublack ever since safika apha emhlabeni, so sizawunxiba ublack. Uyeva? So then usually there is resistance within the family for that person to carry out that work that needs to be done, or for that person to be themselves. And sometimes the truth is, because those people are becoming, sometimes they do start off not knowing how to lead the family.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yes. So sometimes in NLP we say, I hope I say this right, that but it's something about that. It's not that people don't listen, but you have to learn how to communicate with people if you are in a leadership role and you want to influence them. You have to know that who am I communicating with and how do I communicate with them. So also now you have this gift in the family and yet you don't know how to use it. And there's resistance, obviously, around the people around you. So until you get to a point where now you transform yourself and learn how to use the gift and how to lead the family, it doesn't matter how young you are. Yeah, so that's what I can say.
I love that. I will take out the narcissist part of that statement.
Yeah.
No problem. Anything you want to take out.
We're like,
this is what makes sense.
Yes, we say that sometimes. Yes.
The part of the narcissistic tendency, I refuse to call people narcissists.
Thank you.
I don't do it.
Yeah.
I think it's overused, one. And also I think we all have narcissistic tendencies. You can call someone a narcissist when they have been diagnosed with narcissism.
Yes.
It's actually a mental health issue.
It is.
That through an experience of a narcissist, we've demonized because it's hurtful to engage with a narcissist, right? But some people just have narcissistic tendencies. And part of that narcissistic tendency and mindset is narcissists want to shine more than you.
Hey, they can't.
And narcissists,
It's not for them.
doesn't want you. They don't want you doing better than them.
Oh my God.
One. And I think also that, like, when it comes to family dynamics, they're so complicated. In that, I love what you said. Sometimes family needs time to watch you grow, to watch you move, and to then be like, oh, this is what's happening. I have so much compassion for people who know me as Ukanyi from 10 years ago, as Ukanyi from 5 years ago. Because that's all they know. And I was participating in that identity by being who they know. And now I don't get to go, yazi non, Ukanyi, ngulongoku, take it or leave it. The compassion part that I'm very obsessed with is that sometimes growth requires you to have compassion for ababantu bakwazi as something else. To have compassion for the stories you've told with them about how your life is going to look like this and this is going to be who you are. And now you are changing a script that maybe you have found, but participating in playing out that script. And now you're at a point in your life where you say, you know what, this script doesn't fit anymore. I want to write a new one. They might not want to start this chapter with you. They might just not know how to. And here's another thing. When you are the black sheep of the family, when you are someone that shines, you're also that person that's holding a mirror of imperfection. And sometimes people don't want to see themselves in that mirror that you're holding up. That uguti, hey, we can be different. Some people like the shit they sit on. They do.
And you're triggering them.
And you're triggering them. And you're saying and some people feel attacked, Gucci, you're saying there's something wrong with me. And it's just like, no, let's grow. Yeah. So I think it is okay for us to work with compassion, to also isolate. Do it alone. Shine on your own for a little bit. And then, you don't know, there are some family members who will be like, you know what? There's something amazing on the other side of healing. There's something amazing on the other side of growth that this person is experiencing. And I want to take that journey. And it's so nice because you've paved the way. You've left footprints for them that they can walk on to get to where you are.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can
You know, Kanye, I think that's something I've mastered now. Shine alone.
Shine alone.
If it happened that I take you along.
Shine alone.
But honestly, because sometimes people, they will say all sort of things. And then you end up not knowing. You end up forgetting yourself. That's me. Whatever I do, NOZUKO.
Yeah.
If it makes me happy.
Period.
If I take you along, congratulations.
And I don't need you there to go.
Thank you. Coach Kanye, you know, when I was, you know what I said to you, we can sit here, I don't go out. I'm not that host who wants numbers. I will never forgive myself. If you want to watch my show, watch my show. If you want to learn from my show, we'll learn from my show. Not because man, the segment against the thing as I've got class, honey. And I'm a professional anyway.
Yes.
Well respected.
Yes. Very demure with this.
Very demure.
Very mindful.
But in the end, I should not forget who I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well respected. Not just the podcaster.
Of course.
Well respected.
On that note, let's proceed. Okay, Coach Kanye, some of us, when we narrate our stories, people think we haven't healed, but no, we healed. What can you say about that? In you too, I'm coming to you. Yeah.
Our work is storytelling.
Yeah.
And the clever man.
You, I get Saba. My friend, you get
My friend, you take I love that. Yeah.
I mean, as coaches, you know, I talk about people. We just had this conversation when we went to the radio interview. People want to know my education, right? But what has been impactful in my work is my story. It is this story that I shared when I talk about the mother wound. Yeah, you know, psychology books talk about it and it's beautiful, but there's something about me when I am connecting with 10 people or 1 or 100, when I say, this is the story of my mother wound. I've healed from it, but I am sharing it in a way where it makes sense to someone else, where I am not just a book that they get to read, but I'm somebody that has embodied and lived these experiences that people are having. And so I think there's also, why do we share our stories, right? What is the intention behind it? Are we sharing to teach? Are we sharing for pity? I don't like pity at all. I prefer compassion, but there's something about sharing is stories to, and I think like this is why I'm like really obsessed with the work that I do, because in the work that I do, I get to share a story some. And a story some can actually heal someone else because they see themselves in that story, right?
I love you.
I love you too.
You know, I'm really gonna be honest about this one because as you're talking, it's sitting on me. Uguti, actually, Zugo, you've been so scared to take podcast interviews because I've been feeling like, I've been sharing my story. I've been, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously as a new coach, I think, as you're saying, I think I haven't found that grounding in saying that what we do is storytelling and how people relate to me and how I teach. It's through telling my own story, obviously with a bit of education and teaching and tools, but the foundation of it is telling that story. And I think that's what I've just learned right now, that I do need to still walk a mile of finding confidence in saying that every platform that I'm going to occupy, I will be telling my story unapologetically.
Yeah.
So really, that's what I'm getting from that question you just asked.
You know, I love you guys, and I remember I didn't know about you. We follow each other. We also talk. And let me tell you a joke now. The jokes are
Okay.
So, again, thank you so much for posting my book. I really appreciate you. That's really beautiful.
I genuinely enjoyed it.
I know, you know, when I saw on your story and saying those things, I felt it. You know what, Ne? This it's from your heart. You didn't do it because mhlawumbe ngikhonze. I felt it with what, Ne? Wow. And the book is doing very well. I don't want to lie to you.
I'm glad.
My book, and I said to my publishers, let me sell the book because I know a lot of people and I can. They're like, Kari, I will do it, and it's doing very well. And I want to say thank you to people like you, because Nozuko, you know now, and you coach, now it's all about money.
Yeah.
It's about what you have.
Yeah.
What's money?
Yeah.
And what are you bringing on the table? Imagine someone who says it because you want to do that.
Purpose.
Purpose.
You don't do things for
I always
purpose
tell my
anymore.
friends, even some of the guests that come to my show, guys, I mean, I don't do just things. Purpose.
Yeah.
I can't ngihlale mina la for hours and hours ngizodlala or ngizogive abantu ngizokwenza lokhu wenza. I will never do that, and I pray, and my ancestors, they know me ukuthi mina ngiyabathithisa ngamadluzana ngithi manje seniyadelela manje. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. Let me hear this. I'm gonna read a statement. I like for the statement.
Oh, no.
Yes,
And wait, you didn't say the joke.
Oh, the joke!
When I sent Nozuko a message, I called her because she was
of WhatsApp and social media, yes.
So I called her, then she calls me because she was busy, I believe so. And then I'm like, Nozuko, I would love to have you and your partner on my show. Nozuko's like, yo, yes, chef was okay. And then I'm like, what, Nozuko? Some people they think we are dating. I'm like, I know, I'm not there. That's me. Mina I ask.
Yeah. Let me tell you, personally, we have pages on Facebook.
Pages.
As a couple.
No, you. And then you look so beautiful together.
I love it. I mean, we do.
We know it.
We know it. I think God just placed us with good
guys,
chemistry.
Like, and the way you're doing, and you know, when I said to Nozuko, okay, right now I'm in a space where I'm getting people who want to come. They ask me. Yeah. So, yes, I've got those ones that I ask.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how Nozuko. That's how I think, and you know, after that, I think I get like, you know, when you like this,
I'm so sorry. It was
and I went to my phone,
I know. We're always like this. all the time.
Me and Kanye love each other, guys. We love each
But
other.
no, it shows love is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's romantic or non-romantic.
Yeah.
Love is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So you guys are teaching us.
Yeah.
You are showing us. Listen here. It's not about putting men and John. I love my friend sitting over there. Imagine she's dramatic at times, but I love her. And she will be calling me Cinderella. And she will be calling me Princess.
Is
it? Because of the things I do.
Yeah.
Like, I know you. Then I'm looking at her, I'm like, come and go. So you guys are showing us who to know what love is beautiful, and it's not always with men and jobs. So that was the joke. Cause hey, I'm reminded because I watch your videos. I will look. I'm like, oh wow, and I saw you guys were traveling, and I can't wait one day to travel with you and do something with you. I'm gonna make sure
Yes.
that I create an
We'd love
event.
that.
I do events.
Okay.
Yes, my events are very intimate. Like,
Yes.
it's either 30 or 40.
Beautiful.
They know they pay. I mean, to come and sit with me is 450 or 500. So, but I'm definitely gonna do something. It can be cheaper. I'm gonna organize it. I will let you guys know because
It's going to be more expensive because you have 3 powerhouses. We're going to raise that price to about 1,200.
and they will make sure you get something. No, they will come. This one.
They always come.
They always. Okay, thank you so much. And now, it's really hard to be destroyed by the people you love, trust, and closer to you. What can you say about this statement?
Those are always going to be the people that hurt you
Yeah. Proximity.
because of proximity. And you know, my big thing about this work is like, let's take ezizinto sizithethayo sizicinge kakuhle. When uNozuko hurts me, it's going to cut so deep. I will cry and throw up for a week. Versus when Ukanya hurts me, Zukanya, right? When I don't know him. I don't give a shit what he says about me. I don't care, but I care. And so it breaks me because I care, because of our shared, like our intimacy levels, the time we spend together, the things we know about each other. And so pain in life will most likely always come from the people that are closest to us.
Coach, how can we deal with such? But before you can answer that, let me hear Nozuko.
I mean, I think, can you consider it? It's definitely be the ones who say they're right for you. That's Tiana, whoever knows Tiana knows. It definitely will be because it's what you said. Those are the people that you really care about. So they will really break your heart and get to you and hurt you. But I think that's the beauty of relationships also, that just like everything else, we get challenged within relationships. I think these days we have less tolerance for the challenges that we face in friendships. And relationships. We do have less tolerance, and there's just this expectations of people need to behave,
and people need to be perfect.
They need to be perfect. They need to be aligned with my expectations. But these are different people from different environments. As or the same families, so they will be different from you because they don't know you sometimes like that. Or even if they do know you, they're also going through life and they will hurt you. The people that we love will hurt us. And that's why we work on ourselves so that we can handle and be able to communicate and understand conflict and understand challenges so that we can face them better without feeling like, oh, red flag, you gone, bye. I don't think that's a way to handle life. I think we need to be more patient with each other, love each other more, give each other space to grow, and be human.
And also like play around with the word of like loving someone, right? Like one of the things that I say a lot to myself and to people I work with is, if I am open to love, I'm also open to pain. They go together. They're friends.
Together.
And that pain will show up in different ways, of course, but where love exists, pain will be in the room.
That's true.
Right? Whether they die, whether the relationship ends, whether they do something to hurt you, but there's always a chance, there's always a threat of pain. And Tina, what we do to avoid the threat of pain, we don't connect with people in ways that feel authentic and deep because we're trying to run away from the threat of pain. But when we're running away from the threat of pain, we are running away from the joy of love because they like each other.
And I'm sorry, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't equip yourself with the right boundaries
Yeah,
of
100%.
knowing if someone is doing something that you're not in alignment with, and you
Or they're being harmful.
of they being harmful, or it's just extreme situations of people really hurting you.
Yeah.
You have to actually have boundaries in place for such situations.
Mm.
But on, everyday interactions with people that are not intentionally going the extra mile to harm you and hurt you, you have to have the wisdom and the intelligence of handling those situations.
And sometimes you're going to be hurt by people's. Someone said what's hysterical is historical. Sometimes umdu will say a thing, not meaning to hurt you, but that thing triggers something in you, and that thing hurts. And so this is why I'm so like, the invitation to healing for me is so wide and so open, because sometimes when I'm in conflict with someone, I have the tools to sit and ask myself, why did that hurt so much? Right? Why was the impact so deep? That needs my attention.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Touch the wound.
You want to say something?
No.
Oh. My munchies, I want to say thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed myself, Chef NOZUKO, Chef Coach. Darlings, I want to say thank you so much to each and everyone who already purchased a copy of my book. This book is doing very well. Thank you so much for your testimonies, your emails, your WhatsApp, your DMs, and the book is doing well, guys. And thank you. And can't wait to give you guys my second offering. A beautiful book that I'm writing. You know what I think about that book?
It gets so exciting.
Butterflies.
Do we know what it's about?
No!
Not yet!
So what I want to say to you guys, if you want to come on my book, you're more than welcome to DM me, WhatsApp me. You all know my number, of course. Email me, you all know my email. This copy is on the transit and we deliver across South Africa via Pep Pepsi. Darlings, your word of wisdom, we're closing the show now. I'll start and then I'll go. Or anyone want to start?
You want to go first?
Start?
Anyone.
I don't know. I don't really have a word of wisdom. I think sitting on this chair, being in this platform, I just want to acknowledge you. I think you've been doing amazing work. I was telling Wukanyi why it was so important for me to be here, because I went through a time where, in my spiritual journey, my guides were just like showering me with experiences.
I know that.
And I was freaking out. But I started watching your podcast, and there was just so much information and knowledge that was being passed around, and I got to learn a lot from different teachers, and it empowered me in that moment. Things started making sense. I was able to find a bit of balance and find a bit of direction. So that's why, I really want to acknowledge you and say, umsebenzi owenzayo, sithandwa sami, uNkulunkulu ukubhekile. Abantu abadala bakubhekile, makwande, thokoza khehla. Siyabonga. You are leading us, siyabonga. Thank you. Word of wisdom, coach.
I was sitting with my siblings, and one of them was going through something, and I'm quiet, and we were just going around the day, and my brother goes, "I got local coach Ted." Oh my God, that was so beautiful, babe. And you did say, you were like, oh my God, that podcast got me through so much. I mean, I think we've touched on so much today, munchies, and it was such a beautiful conversation. We have these conversations a lot, and I have to say this has been one of my favorites.
Yeah, even me.
So amazing. I think that if I were to have been listening to the whole conversation, and I was like, what is one thing that I want you to remember? I'm going to bring it to owning your life.
Amen.
That you are someone that you get to choose, right? Am I someone that things happen to, or am I someone that things happen with?
Amen.
And when I'm someone that things happen with, I am in participatory mode with my life. And I own everything about my life. And that's where power lies, when I am someone that knows that I am both the masterpiece and the artist of my life. The Mona Lisa,
So
and
own your life.
Lisa.
Own your life.
So own your life.
Own your life. Hence, we
Darling,
have.
I want to say thank you so much.
Can we say one last thing before
No
we
problem.
leave?
Yeah.
We do have our seminar
Yes,
called
I was
Own
about
Your
to ask
Life.
about
Yes.
that,
It's called Own Your Life.
Yes.
It's happening here in Joburg. We are still going to announce where the venue is. Please stay tuned on our social medias. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing everybody. We hope Munchies are going to show up.
They need to go
15th
because
of
they are going
November.
through a lot.
They are going through a lot, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So it's really a beautiful event that we've been doing
15th of
all
November.
over.
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
all over the country. So please make sure that you catch us.
And
here
this
in
is,
Joburg.
we are closing the year with this one. So
gonna be
we're
big.
so excited. This is going to be our big closing of the year event.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa.
Masterpiece.
The masterpiece.
And the artist, the masterpiece and the artist. So you create. You create.
Wow. Firstly, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much because baithu abengasuwe ngabe angizange ngazi ucoach Khaya and ngabe kahlezi nami lana, a beautiful person.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Yo.
Thank you so much.
Like you, my
I'm
darling.
so blessed.
I'm
so
blessed.
Like,
Stop it.
honestly, you know, you can see something that is genuine and you can see something that is forced.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very curious.
No, I hear you.
We once said we're like, we should do those like couple games, and we're like, we would probably be better than the actual couples.
If someone can offer me a reality show, I will bring you guys on board. Anyway,
No one has to know.
I will bring you guys. If someone can just, I will bring you guys on board. As I said, I'm gonna organize something.
We're coming.
Please do.
I know
We
I'm
will be
very
there.
good at that.
Please.
Definitely. What do you think, Harry? Do you love them? No, man. That's fine if they bring money.
Do you love us, Zukanye?
No, I'm kidding. I do.
No, he's jealous. You know jealous people.
Erwin,
How was the episode?
It was great. Deep.
It was great,
Oh.
deep, man.
Yeah,
What did you take on this episode?
but I need to heal.
Yeah.
Are you going through some stuff? That's
Just lie.
we're all going through stuff.
Oh wow.
And you've been through stuff, and that I'm sorry, I cut you off, but the line of "I need to heal," it's so, and also like, can munchies who are men come?
If the
to
camera's
the
still
room
on, is the camera still on?
and
No,
heal?
camera, let it
Is
go.
it on?
That's why I do
Men,
this.
we want men in the room. We want men who can see like his Uzukanya and say, "I'm listening." And here's the thing: every time we've gone through, like I remember doing an interview at Unitra University, and the producer was also a man. And after that, he goes, "I need to heal," but men don't come to healing spaces. So men come and heal.
And we open such a beautiful safe space for man.
Oh
And
yeah, we really do.
Yeah, we've had a couple of men come
In the room,
to our
and
events,
it's
and
been beautiful.
yeah, it's been really beautiful.
Yeah.
So, man, come.
Thank you so much.
Thank
My
you.
matches, I love you so much. I see you guys on Tuesday when the episode is out. I will let you guys know.
Yes.
And let's come and talk on my live.
Yeah.
My live are always hectic. I start from 7 and 11.
Yeah.
It's busy.
Whoa.
Like, you know, it's busy. But
Yeah.
don't worry, it's a safe space.
Okay.
Where you see me, because I call you to order, you know what, you're from being out.
Yeah.
So, please.
No, we would love
So I'm
that.
Nandi, I will tell you when the episode
Thank
is coming,
you.
and then we can do that. On that note, it's a wrap. Good night. It's a
Bye.
show.